Right, okay, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making our character's background. So what we want to do is we want to have a width of 7,680, a height of 2,189, and a resolution of 72 again, because remember that's for digital. So we click create and it will launch up this document. We just want to unlock this layer like we did last time. Right, so the first thing we want to do is add a background layer. So all we're going to do is we're going to grab the shape tool and we're just going to create a nice shape. So I'm going to go for kind of quite a nice sky blue, and that will be our background layer. So we're going to pop that in the folder, call it background, and that's all sorted. Right, so next thing we want to do is add our mountains. So we'll go to the circle tool, we'll make a beautiful circle, and we'll make it slightly darker than the sky so that it looks like they're in the background. So currently it doesn't obviously look like a mountain, so what we need to do is go to transform, warp, and just play around a little bit to make it a bit more mountain-like till you're happy. So I'm quite happy there, so I'm going to make that into a live shape, then going to move it down, and then I'm going to duplicate it and do the same thing again and just make it slightly pointier for this section. Okay, and then we want one more, so duplicate it again, edit, transform. I'm just going to flip this one, and then I'm just going to warp it again. And I'm quite happy with that. So now what I want to do is I want to put these in a folder and call them mountains. Okay, so we've accidentally put that in the same folder, so we'll bring it out and pop it on top, and then we'll close these up. So now we've got our mountains and we've got our background. So what we want to do next is we want to add our platform. So first thing I'm going to do is just build a rectangular shape, go for quite a dark brown, and then go for quite a nice green. Then we'll grab the green from the side. Oh, that's gone to the wrong colour. And that's looking quite nice. So we're looking very blocky at the moment, so we might go back in a second and just go through some of the tools to make it look a bit more lively. So the next thing I want to do is I want to play around with the custom shape tool. And what I reckon we can do is, once I've got these into a folder, call it platform, I think we can have a layer in between the platform and the mountains just to give a bit more depth. So on this tool, the random shape tool, we've got a couple of nice ones, and I've noticed that there's this kind of really nice kind of like grass look. So I'm going to go for like a dark green. We're going to bring it behind the platform layer so that we can bring it down when we actually click on the right layer. And then what we've got to remember is when we're zoomed in, it'll be to about here. So these will obviously be really large at the moment, so we need to scale them down a little bit, making sure we're clicking shift to keep the shape. So I'll just duplicate these, click transform, drag them across, Then we'll duplicate both of them. Click transform again and drag them across. Okay, so now we've got like quite a nice little area. What I want to do is I want to grab all of these, pop them in a folder, and then what we can do is we can just duplicate all of them and then just transform them and pop them over the other side. Okay, so now what we've got is quite a nice little area, but we want to bring some depth into it. So we'll double click the side and we'll see what we can do. I think we'll look at a little bit of inner shadow, maybe not dead straight down. Okay. We'll maybe go for a darker orange, darker green, just to bring in some kind of depth. And then let's see what we can do with the dirt look. We can probably, let's have a look what pattern overlays we've got. Okay, so we've got kind of, if we can get the blending mode correct on this, probably an overlay. There we go. So we'll give that a little bit of life. Maybe we don't really want it in a shadow. What textures have we got? Right, so we've got our texture. We'll leave the inner glow off and we'll just click OK. Okay. Then for our mountains, maybe what we'll do as a whole, not just one. So if we click on the mountains folder, we can edit them all in one go. If you're gonna load. Okay, so what we can do is we could bevel emboss all of them. We could put an inner shadow, which could be quite nice if we get it right. I want to turn global lighting off. We don't want it to be green. We want it to be the same-ish colour. We probably only want a little bit of distance. But again, we just want it to be quite subtle. We don't want it to be ridiculous like that. And we'll just bring it down, just to give it a little bit of depth. Okay, so we have now got our, we'll call that plants. We've got our platform, we've got our plants, we've got our mountains, and we've got our background. So what we'll do now is we'll just save that out as a PSD. And I think that's good enough to just stop there, and we'll carry on next time.